everybody. I'm so excited to have you here for day one of the 2023 Go Live Challenge. I'm super pumped. This is the third year that I've run this challenge. It started as something that I was just going to do one time for my business, and it was so fun and so impactful for so many people that I now am running it every year. So, after this one, I thought, okay, maybe I can run it more than once a year. So I'm gonna think about that. But for now, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I've been looking forward to this so much in the past week, and especially on the weekend. It's like all I could think about. So I went to see live music on the weekend, and I was thinking about, do they have nerves before they go live each time? I really like the opera and the symphony and everything, and other kinds of live music too. But I went to see the symphony, and I thought, do they get like the butterflies each time before they go in front of a live audience? So a little bit about my backstory. And when you're hopping on, please give this video a like and say hello. Let me know you're here. Have you gone live before? Just give me a shout out. And if you're watching this later, type hashtag replay so I can know. So my background, when I was a kid and a teenager at first, I had no problem with public speaking. I liked to volunteer for things. I was very comfortable in front of, groups of people. And then until suddenly I wasn't. Anxiety hit, and it just was not happening for me anymore. I started to get like shaky during presentations or any kind of public speaking. It didn't really matter if it was a group of 40 people or even 5 people. It just gripped me so much that I couldn't get out of that fear state and really share what I wanted to talk about, because I was often very passionate about the topics that I picked, but the problem was the fear got in the way. And this is what I found with some of my clients, my coaching clients, is that you guys have these amazing businesses that you're so in love with and so passionate about. But when it comes to sharing them with a bigger audience or an audience live, there's that fear that kicks in, and it just grips you, and you can't really get out your ideas clearly on what your amazing products and services are. And if you can't share them with people, how are they really going to know that they exist, first of all? And how are they going to know how amazing they are? How are you going to find your perfect people? How are they going to find you? Like, you want this synergy of you and them coming together, right? This is not about being, convincing anybody of your product. What I love about live video is it really helps people get to know you and connect with you so that you can naturally attract your perfect customers and clients. It's just a really organic, authentic way of doing it, and that works well for me, and I know that will work well for a lot of you. So today is day one, and I have some homework for you guys. I will talk about that in a second. First of all, I've made a workbook for you, so you can let me know in the comments. You just write workbook and I will send that to you. What it is a way to keep track of your lives and keep track of this challenge. Because one of the things that is really important to do, and something that regardless of if you're brand new to doing lives, you're terrified, you've not done one yet, don't worry, I'm going to coach you through that. Or if you're seasoned, if you go live regularly, say you go live in your group once a week and it's pretty comfortable for you, but you want to be able to more spontaneously go live, not always have like a training planned or some big thing with like slides, and you want to be able to be more spontaneous with it. So the way that you can do this is you need to start keeping track of your sparks, the sparks that go off in your head. You might see something when you're out, like I had the idea of the symphony, and just did those people in the symphony, did that violin player, did that cello player, like how did they feel before the show? So that's something, a little story that I can share with you guys. You need to start keeping track of those interesting things that you see in your world and write them down. Okay, so either in the workbook, on a piece of paper, whatever, a Word document, something in your phone. Just keep track of your notes. So have one place, like instead of just sticky notes everywhere, because you're going to lose those, it's not going to be organized. Sometimes I even like to email myself so that it's all there, and I just pin it to the top of my inbox, and then I have my live ideas. And again, these are not necessarily for trainings. These are just for simple, like spontaneous lives. But if I think, okay, I've got this cool idea to relate to you guys, I have this story idea or this something I saw, or just some kind of brain spark that came to me. If you think that you're gonna remember it, like you probably won't unless you keep track of it. So it's really important that you keep this list going, and on the days when you're like, I have no idea what to talk about, no idea, like I know that I haven't gone live in a while, I need to connect with my audience, or I want to connect with my audience. You go, you look at your list, you see what grabs you. You can put a couple sentences for each spark idea, or you can just put like a couple words, like bullet points. It doesn't matter. It's just something to jog your memory, because we're all busy. We've got like millions of things in our minds, and it's so easy when it's time to connect with your audience and go live to like completely forget any ideas that you had. So this is going to be a way that consistently, daily, you are going to have ideas of what to talk about with your audience. So that is one tip that I would like you to start doing today. So you don't have to like have a big brainstorm session. You can just go about your day, and if you have a spark that you think would be interesting to share, write that down. So just keep track of it as you go through your day, and as you start doing your exercise, start doing this exercise, you'll remember to write it down. It'll become a habit, and then you'll have this list that's going to be really fun to go to. And it's not that you have to do it in order. You just go through when it's time for you to go live, when you want to go live, and you just pick out something that connects with you that day, because you want that spark in you first before you share it to your audience. You don't get it from them, right? It's something that you give to them. I'm hoping right now to give you my spark, to get excited for you guys to go live. So I'm not coming on here and I have to come on here with a certain energy, and it has nothing to do with like being introverted or extroverted. Like I'm an ambivert, right in the middle. You just need to be yourself, like get centered to be yourself, and then bring that forward. Whether that's you're shy, you are super loud, you swear all the time, you're really nerdy, whatever it is, like combination of all those things, bring that forward, bring that spark of you out into your lives. So don't copy other people, don't copy the way I talk, don't copy, the one who says like MF this and MF that. Like if you're not like someone who swears a lot in your life, don't copy that. It's working for her because that's her, or someone who's really quiet and says the word cozy a lot, like maybe that's wonderful for them and works for them, but find your thing. Like how do you talk, and bring that forward. Okay, so we are going to have 3 action steps today, but don't worry, they're easy and they're quick. So the first thing that I want you to do, and this is your live video challenge, so I'm going to give you the video part first. So I'm going to change the permissions in my group so that you can go live whenever you want, but this is not a spam my group invitation at all. So what you can do is, your challenge for today, if you're a part of this challenge, this Go Live challenge, is I want you to do a 1 minute, that's it, 1 minute intro of who you are. So you can talk a little bit about your business, but I want it to be more an introduction to, who are you? Alice? Who are you? Natasha? I want to know, like, tell me about your family, your passions, your hobbies. What did you do this weekend? And day one, I like to be 1 minute. I've done this in the past 2 years that I've run this, because for those people that are truly very, very nervous and have never done a live, even a minute can feel like a long time. I remember this from when I was terrified of public speaking. A minute, I was like, oh my God, how many times can I say I'm in a minute? You know, like how nervous am I going to sound for that minute? So I get it, because I've been there. And I know it can be overcome, because I was a freaking mess, guys, like a freaking mess when it came to public speaking. And I've had paid gigs, I've had online experiences. I've been live on radio many times, TV, events in public with 50, 60 people, like just like a lot of really fun experiences because of being able to work through this, and that's what I'm here to help you with. Yes, okay, so you've got the 1 minute in my group, and I want you to see my group as a practice stage or practice place. So it's going to be very supportive. You just do your minute live, and I will be watching all of them, just like I have in other years. And you can just put in the comments or in your title of your live, Go Live Challenge, whatever. And then I want you to do a similar thing in your own group. So if you don't have a Facebook group already, you can use your business page, you can use your personal page, Instagram, whatever you use, for your business right now to get your information out. Use that. Ideally, if you have a group, use that. But you can see my group as the group you practice in, so you can get the nerves out, the kinks out before you go live in your own group. So again, just 1 minute. You can set your timer. You can look at your watch or your phone or whatever, the time on the computer, and talk about yourself, a little bit about your business, but mainly you. What makes you tick? What are you like? What do you like? Let us get to know you a little bit more. This is an important part of connecting with your audience. And I want to know who you are. This is going to help you get comfortable, this first step. The two other action steps that I want you to do today. One is I want you to, again, get a piece of paper, a note app in your phone, whatever you use, and I want you to brainstorm all the fears you have about going live. So are you afraid if you go live spontaneously that you're going to have no clue what to talk about and you're just going to ramble? Write that down. Are you afraid you're going to completely forget what to say if you don't have like meticulous notes? Are you afraid that you are going to stumble over your words? Nobody's going to connect with you. Nobody's going to watch your live, whatever. Like whatever your fears are, write down a list of them. Okay, I want them out of your brain and onto paper or onto your phone. And then from there, I want you to crumple up that paper, and then don't throw it in the garbage. I want you to recycle it, but get it out. So get it out of your brain onto the paper and then throw it away. Recycle it. So this is a way to name your fears and get through them. Okay, and whether or not you are seasoned at going live or you have never gone live, this is an effective exercise, because if you are not comfortable going live spontaneously, you have some things that are holding you back, and that is fear. There are some fears there. So I want you to just dig a little bit, get those flowing, get them out, and then get rid of them. Again, they're not going to completely disappear, but this is a powerful exercise that will help them start. And then the second thing is, when people start to leave lives in this group, I want you to leave one positive comment on somebody else's live. So this is just a way that we can support one another in this group, especially people who are newer to this. So leave a positive comment on someone else's live. Okay, so you've got your own live, 1 minute live. You've got your brain dump session, getting rid of your fears. And you have your one positive comment on someone else's live. So that's for today. Total, that should not take you more than 5 minutes. Okay? You have 5 minutes to do this. And the impact is going to be fantastic. So take the time. I'm so happy that you're here. Congratulations for agreeing to do this, for signing up for this. You know, it's easy to look at these things and be like, oh, I'll do that later, you know, or like I'm too busy right now. But you've, you know, committed to doing this, so like I'm super proud of you, and I can't wait to see your lives, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So again, in the comments, write workbook, and I will get you that workbook so that you will have a place to keep track of everything that you're doing over this challenge and your own lives in the future. Thanks for being here.